Hello, everybody. Scooty number 7 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we have the 4-13 Washington Nationals taking on the 9-7 Florida Marlins. This is game 2 of a 3-game series. Florida winning the first game. The Nationals looking to tie it up. But could Florida go up 2 games? We'll find out. And here is the starting lineup for the Washington Nationals. Leading off, the second baseman, Felipe Lopez. Batting second, the shortstop, Christian Guzman. Batting third, the third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Nick Johnson. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Lasting Millage. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Austin Kearns. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Willie Mo Pena. Batting eighth, the catcher, Johnny Estrada. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Sean Hill. On the mound for the Marlins, it is Buke Bendaha. Comes into the game with a 7.71 ERA. He's got no wins, 1 loss. He's pitched 7 innings, allowed 12 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. We're here at Dolphin Stadium, which gives a +4 to strikeouts. Nothing to, excuse me, nothing to walks, and nothing for home runs. And Felipe Lopez steps up as the home plate umpire cleans off home plate. And we're ready to start. He's batting a .219, and here is the pitch. And it is a 4-6, column 4, row 6. That is a blank. Now, the reason we consider that a blank right now is that Buke has not faced his allotted number of batters yet. He can face 22. So now we're all for Felipe, 5-4, column 5, row 4. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to Willingham. He'll make the catch, put one away. Excuse me there. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Florida Marlins. Willingham will be out there in left field. Ross will be in center. Hermania in right field going around the horn. Cantoon is on third. Ramirez playing short. Ugla will be on second. Jacobs at first. Roberto will be behind the plate. And Buke will be on the mound. Christian Guzman batting a .324. And here is the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6. And that is a blank. Now, the reason we consider that a blank right now is we look at the batter card. So Christian Guzman is batting left-handed today because Buke is a right-handed batter. Christian is a switch hitter. And with that, we look to the right-handed, the left-hand side of the slash, and that is a blank. Guzman, 2-5, column 2, row 5. And that is a ground ball to Ramirez. He'll make the catch and put 2 away. Ryan Zimmerman batting a .268, and here is the pitch. 4-6, column 4, row 6. That is a blank. 3-1, column 3, row 1, and that's going to be a line drive down the third baseline. Cantu will make the catch. Toss it over to Jacobs for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors as the Marlins retire the Nationals in order. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the Florida Marlins. Leading off, the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. Batting second, the second baseman, Dan Ugla. Batting third, the right fielder, Jeremy Hermania. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Josh Willingham. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Mike Jacobs. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Jorge Cantu. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Cordy Ross. Batting eighth, the catcher, Mike Rebello, and batting ninth, the pitcher Buke Bendahop. On the mound for the Marlins, it is Sean Hill. First time we're seeing him. He's got 1 win and 5 losses, an ERA of a 5.83. He's pitched 63 and 1/3 of an inning. He allowed 88 hits, 39 strikeouts, and 21 walks. Rivera's batting a .328, and here is the pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6. That is a strikeout on a 1-11. Remember, we add 4 to that range. The 13, too high. 6-5, column 6, row 5, and that's going to be a double star 4. And that's going to be a ground ball to Zimmerman. And, Zimmerman will make the catch and put one away. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Washington Nationals. Penna will be out there in left field, Millage at center. Kearns will be in right field, going around the horn. Zimmerman on third. Guzman at short. Lopez behind the plate. Lopez on second, Johnson is on first. Estrada behind the plate. And Hill is on the bump. Dan Uggla batting a .278, and here is the pitch. 5-2, column 5, row 2, and that's going to be good for a base hit for Dan. Dan is on. We'll get on with a base hit. So with a runner on first, strategy roll now comes into play. That's a 14. Marlins holding off. Hermania is up. He's batting a .200. Infield at double play depth, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be 3-4, column 3, row 4. That is a strikeout on a 1-17. That is a 10. Struck him out. So 2 away, and with 2 outs and a runner on first, anytime you have base runners on and 2 outs, add +1 to the base run rating. Josh Willingham will come up. He's batting a .288. Strategy roll is a 3, and here is the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is a walk on a 1-14. That is an 11, and that's going to be good for a walk. So runners on first and second, that's going to bring up Mike Jacobs. Jacobs batting a .232. Strategy roll 16, and here is the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4. That is a strikeout on a 1-15. That is a 12. Struck him out. So that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the Marlins leave 2 stranded. After 1, we're tied at 0. We go to the top of the second. Nick Johnson, Lasting Millage, and Austin Kearns due up for the Nationals. Nick Johnson batting a .266, and here is the pitch. 6-3, column 6, row 3. Home run on a 1-15. That is a 3, and that ball is out of here. Solo home run for Nick Johnson. Fly ball down the left field side. Willingham goes back. Can't get it, and that's into the stands. It's 1-0 Nationals. And that is his third home. That would be his fourth, I believe. Third home run of the replay. And with that, Lasting Millage will come up. He's batting a .242, and here is the pitch. For Millage, 6-2, column 6, row 2. That's going to be a possible error on a ground ball. So on an error rating, we're going to check the number in the brackets. And 3-5, column 3, row 5, double star 5. That's a ground ball to Ramirez. His error range is on a 1 to 9. That is a 9. That's going to be an error. That's a one-base error. He boots the ball. And with that, Millage is on an E6. He's committed 5 errors so far in this replay. Austin Kearns batting a 150. Strategy roll is an 8. Infield at double play depth, and here is the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That is a double question mark. So, on a double question mark, you always follow the double question mark, regardless if the pitcher has faces a lot of number of batters. And in this case, it would be a single on a 1 to 5. The 17 is too high. So that's going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3, and that's going to be a ground ball to Jacobs. And with that, that would be a fielder's choice. So we take a look. It's a ground ball, so we're going to check for double play rating. And with that, Buick will give a -1. Ramirez will give a -1. So that's going to be a -2. We take that -2, deduct it from Kearns' ground double play rating, and we see he has a 2. On a 1 to 2, we roll 1d6 against the ground double play rating. On a 1 to 2, it would be a double play. Anything higher than so if the roll is higher than the runner on first, that's a force out at second. So in this case, it is. That is a 5. It is higher than this, so it excludes the double play. Millage will get forced out at second, and it becomes a fielder's choice for Austin Kearns. So 2 away, and that's going to bring up Penna. Penna, he's batting a .381. Strategy roll is an 11, and here is the pitch. 1 out and a runner on. 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be a walk on a 1 to 9. The 11 is too high. 6-2, column 6, row 2, and that's going to be a ground ball to Ramirez. And so, same thing applies. This time, Dan's rating is a 0, so it's the -1 from Buick. We have a 2. We roll 1d6 against that. However, on a 6, we check the third line here on the ground out. Roll of a 6, only play is at first, is on the batter. Carnes will go to second, while Penna will get thrown out at first. So that's going to bring up Estrada. He's batting a .214, and here is the pitch. By the way, strategy rolls a 14. Nationals holding off. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That's going to be a wild pitch on a 1 to 13. It's a wild pitch. On a 14 to 16, it's a pass ball. The 17, too high. Nothing happens. 4-4, column 4, row 4, double star 2, and that's going to be a ground ball to Dan. And he'll make the catch and retire the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on for the Nationals. We go to the bottom of the second. Jorge Cantu, Cody Ross, and Mike Roberto due up for the Marlins. Jorge batting a .226, and here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2. That is a blank. And that is going to be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. Power hit to Millage On a 5, that's going to be good for a single. So column 2 will get on with a base hit. Cody Ross batting a .429, and here is the pitch. Strategy roll 19, and infield is at double play depth. And that is going to be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. Strikeout on a 1-16. That is a 1. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that's going to bring up Mike. Mike batting a .250. Strategy roll is an 8, and here is the pitch. Infield still at double play depth, 3-2, column 3, row 2. That is a blank. 2-3, column 2, row 3. And that's going to be a ground ball to Lopez. And that is going to be on a fielder's choice, remember. Sean gives a -1, Guzman's a 0, so it is a -1. That is a 2. We take that 2, roll 1d6 against it. That is a 4. So that is going to be a force out for con 2. And Mike is on with a fielder's choice. So that's going to bring up Buick. First, this is his 4th game, but first time at bat. They are going to let him take the hit. Buick, strategy roll 15, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. That is a strikeout on a 1-27. That is a 6. Struck him out. So no runs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Marlins. After 2, Nationals 1, Marlins nothing. We go to the top of the 3rd. It's Sean Hill, Felipe Lopez, and Christian Guzman due up for the Nats. Sean Hill, also first time we're seeing him. He's played in 2 games, and here is the first. And they are going to let him take the hit here. 4-2, column 4. Row 2, that is a blank. Remember, Hill's a right-handed batter. We look to the right-handed side on the pitcher card. 3-5, column 3, row 5. That is a power hit to Willingham. That is a 9. That's going to be knocked in for a base hit. And Sean will get on with a base hit. We go to the top of the order, Felipe Lopez, who is 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 4, and here is the pitch. Infield, by the way, is at double play depth. 6-3, column 6, row 3. Home run on a 1-5. The 14 is too high. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That's going to be good for a double to Willingham. So Hill will go to 3rd, Lopez to 2nd. Hill gets the hold sign, 2 outs and runners on 2nd and 3rd. And that is going to bring up Christian Guzman. Guzman 0 for 1 today, and here is the pitch. Strategy roll is a 2. Infield in, by the way, for this play. And that is going to be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be a walk. On a 1-4, that is a 10. The 10 is too high. 2-2, column 2, row 2, double star 1, and that's going to be a ground ball to Jacobs. And are they going to score Guzman? Yes, they are. Will the defense try for the auto out at first? They are. So the out will be at first. Hill will score. Lopez will go to 3rd, and the out is at first, so it's a 1-out RBI by Christian Guzman. It's 2-0 Nationals. Ryan Zimmerman, who's 0 for 1, comes up. He's batted. Strategy rolls a 15, and here is the pitch. 5-5, column 5, row 5, possible error. That's going to be the number in the brackets. Recheck 5-6, column 5, row 6. It's a ground ball to Jacobs. And Jacobs' error rating is on a 1 to 12. That is a 12. That is an error. That's a one-base error. And with that, Zimmerman will be awarded first on an E3. And with that, Lopez will score. It's 3-0 Nationals. Nick Johnson, who's 1 for 1 today with that who hit that solo home run, got a run and an RBI. Strategy rolls a 3, and here is the pitch. Infield at double play depth. Nationals holding off on Strat 2-2, column 2, row 2. That is a blank. And that's going to be a 4-6, column 4, row 6. It's a ground ball to Dan. He'll make the catch, and with that, he'll throw it over to Ramirez. Remember, it is a -1, -2 for that. That is a 3 against a 2. That's going to be a force out for Zimmerman, and Johnson will go to first. And here comes Lasting Millage, who is 0 for 1, 2 outs and a runner on first. Strategy rolls a 2, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be 6-5, column 6, row 5. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 13. The 17 too high. And that is going to be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. It's a ground ball to Cantu. He'll make the catch and retire the side. So 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on for the Nationals. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Hanley Ramirez, Dan Uggla, and Jeremy Hermania due up for the Marlins. Top of the order, Hanley is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That is a walk. On a 1 to 16, that is a 16. That's going to be good for a walk. So that's going to bring up Dan. Dan is 1 for 1 today. Strategy rolls a 13. Infield double play depth, and here is the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. That is a range play. So that means we're going to check the first number on the outfielder's arm there in those line of numbers. 6-2, column 6, row 2. It's a fly ball to Penna. Penna's range is on a 1 to 2. That is a 2. He'll make the catch at the track. And he'll take the hit away. Penna. He's 2 for 4 on those range checks. He's about 50% on those. No errors yet as well. And that's going to bring up Hermania. And he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 14, and here is the pitch. Infield double play depth, by the way. And that is going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. That is going to be a walk. Hermione is left-handed. We look to the left-handed side of the slash. And that's going to be a 9. That is a 9 on a 1 to 9. And we have runners on first and second. And that's going to bring up Josh Willingham, who walked his last time up. Strategy roll is a 7. And here is the pitch with runners on first and second. Marlins holding off. 6-6. Column 6, row 6. That's a wild pitch. On a 1 to 8, it becomes a wild pitch. On a 9 to 10, it's a passed ball. It's a 9 to 10. It's a passed ball. Now, it has the ability to become a foul ball, which means we will re-roll the dice. No, it's a passed ball. And that'll advance the runners to second and third. So Marlins now have runners in scoring position. And here's the pitch to William. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be good for a triple. And the reason for that being a triple is, well, Sean is a right-handed batter. We look to the right-handed side of the slash on his card for that. And that is a T7. It's a triple to Penna. 2 runs will score. It's 3-2. Three to two with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. Mike Jacobs, who is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Strategy rolls an 11, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. Home run chance on a 1-2. The 18 is too high. 1-1, column 1, row 1. It's a fly ball to Kearns. And that is an out. It is a failed sacrifice roll. So meaning it's failed on the SF check off the batter's card. And on the check here, if you would advance regularly, it is a 5. It is higher. They hold. All right, Jorge Cantu is 0 for 1. Strategy rolls a 12, and here is the pitch. The pitch, 5-6, column 5, row 6. Strikeout on a 1-12. That is a 20. The 20 is too high. 1-5, column 1, row 5, and that's going to be a fly ball back there to Millage, who will make the catch and retire the side. So 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 3, it's Nationals 3, Marlins 2. We go to the top of the 4th. It's Austin Kearns, Willie Penna, and Johnny Estrada due up for the Nationals. Austin Kearns, who's 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. Kearns, 5-2, column 5, row 2, is a strikeout on a 1-14. The 19 is too high. 4-1, column 4, row 1, ground ball to Ramirez. He'll get it, throw it over to Jacobs for out number 1. Willie Penna is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 1-1, column 1, row 1. That is a hit by pitch. Buick will give a +6 to the hit by pitch rating. That is a 6. However, the 19 is too high. 4-1, column 4, row 1, double star 5, and that's going to be a ground ball to Ramirez. That is out number 2. 2 away, and Johnny Estrada is up, who's 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 5-2, column 5, row 2. That is a blank. Remember, Estrada's our Swiss hitter. He's batting left today. 4-1, column 4, row 1, and that's going to be a pop-up to Jacobs. And Jacobs will make the catch to retire the side. So the Marlins retired the Nationals in order. It's 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Cody Ross, Mike Rebello, and Buick Bendihop due up for the Marlins. Cody Ross, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 6-6, column 6, row 6. That's going to be a wild pitch. That's a foul ball. He'll smack that one in the stands, and we're going to re-roll. 2-5, column 2, row 5. That is a blank. 2-6, column 2, row 6. That's going to be a double to Kearns. And it's off the wall, and that's going to be a good for a double for Cody Ross. So Cody will lead off this inning with a double, and that's going to bring up Mike Rabello. Rabello, who is 0 for 1 today. Strategy rolls a 15. Marlins holding off, and here is the pitch. 3-3, column 3, row 3, range play at the ballpark. So we're going to go to Dolphin Stadium, and that is going to be a 4-3, column 4, row 3. So every ballpark has a ballpark card. When you roll the at symbol, you check the ballpark card. And for Mike, that's going to be a single to Kearns. And remember, we check his range. Kearns' range is at a 1 to 4. That is a 6. He can't get it. And with that, Ross will go to third. Does he have enough to come home? He'll go from second to home on a +1. That is a 3. We'll take that roll for runner advancement. And the roll is a 3. He'll score on an RBI single by Mike Rabello. He'll get the wave around. He's waved on home, and we have a tie ball game. We're all squared at 3. Sacrifice play for Buke Bend to hop. And here is the pitch. They're going to sack him. 3-3, column 3, row 3. That is a range play. And bunted hard. Proceed as you would as any ground double play. So we're going to click this. He bunted it to Mike. He bunted it to Johnson. So on a 3 to 4, it'll go to first base. All right, so he bunted that to first. And we'll roll 1d20 to determine the type of bunt. It's a ground double play on an 8 to 19. That is a 19. And that is going to be on a fielder's choice. So Rabello will get forced out at second. And with that, Bend to hop is on with a base hit. Top of the order, Haley Ramirez, who is 0 for 1 today with a walk and a run scored, comes up. Strategy roll is an 8, infield at double play depth, and here is the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6, that is a blank. Ramirez, 1-6, column 1, row 6, it's a ground ball to Guzman. And that is going to be a double play. And that time it is a double play to end the inning. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and none left on. After 4, we're tied at 3. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Sean Hill, Felipe Lopez, and Christian Guzman due up for the Nationals. Sean Hill, 1 for 1 today with a run scored, and here is the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout plus. Now, on a strikeout plus, we add 10 to that range. And then we also add 4. So we're adding 14 to Sean Hill's strikeout range on a 1 to 36. That is a 1. And he'll go down looking. Struck him out looking. And that is the old backwards K on that one. We'll go to the top of the order. Felipe Lopez, who is 1 for 2 today with a double and a run scored. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. That is a blank. 4-5, column 4, row 5. Power hit to Ross on an 11. That's going to be a triple on 11 to 13 for the power hit. He'll go to second, but he hustles, turns it into a triple out there into center field. And that puts the Nationals in scoring position as Christian Guzman will come up. Guzman, who is 0 for 2 today with an RBI. Strategy roll is an 8, and here is the pitch with 1 out. And a runner on third, 5-2, column 5, row 2. That is a blank. 1-2, column 1, row 2, double star 1. It's a ground ball to Jacobs. And are they going to try to score him? Yes. Lopez will score. They're going to go for the auto out. So with that, Lopez will score. And the out is at first. It's 4-3. The Nationals take a 1-run lead off of that play. Ryan Zimmerman will come up. He's 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. 4-3, column 4, row 3. That is a blank. 5-2, column 5, row 2. Power hit to Hermania on a 3. That's going to be good for a base hit. So on a 1-6, that's a single there. And that's going to bring up Nick Johnson. Johnson, who is 1 for 2 today with a home run, a walk, a run, and an RBI. Strategy rolls a 7, and here is the pitch. 3-4, column 3, row 4, at the ballpark. We're going to resolve this play on the Dolphins card. 3-5, column 3. Row 5, it's a ground ball to con 2. He'll make the catch and retire the side. So 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Dan Uglia, Jeremy Hermania, and Josh Willingham due up for the Marlins. And with that, Sean Hill taking a look at his batter's card, at his pitcher's card, he can face 6 more batters before he's considered tired. Dan Uglia, who's 1 for 2 today, and here is the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That is a hit by pitch. Sean gives a -6. That is a 3. The D8 says it's an 8. The D20 says it's an 8. Too high. Nothing doing there. We're going to roll for Dan. 2-4. Column 2, row 4. That's going to be good for a base hit past Millage. And with that, Dan is on with a base hit. So Dan will lead off with a base hit. Jeremy is up. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk, a strikeout, and a run. Strategy rolls a 13, and here is the pitch. 3-2. Column 3, row 2. That is a blank. 2-2. Column 2, row 2. Power hit to Carnes. On a 10, that's going to be good for a double. On a 6-12, that becomes a double. And it's off the wall. Dan will go to third as the stop sign comes up from the third base coach. He'll hold him at third. And with that, the Marlins have runners on second and third. And that is going to bring up Josh Willingham, who is 1 for 1 today with a triple, a run, and 2 RBIs. Strategy rolls a 2. Infield is in. And here is the pitch. No outs. Yep. 3-5, column 3, row 5. Possible error on a ground ball. 1-1, column 1, row 1. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Penna. Penna's error range is on a 1 to 9. That is an 18. There is no error. And with that, it's a failed SF roll on that. That is going to, however, be a 2. So that is going to score Dan. On a sacrifice fly by Josh Willingham. It's tied up at 4. Marlins tie the game back up. Bullpen for the Nats warming up. Mike Jacobs, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy roll is an 8, and here is the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. That's going to be a range play. 6-4, column 6, row 4. It's a ground ball to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's range is on a 1 to 3. That is a 3. That's going to be good for a... That would have been good for a single, but instead it's an out. Takes the hit away on a 6. Zimmerman will advance. 2 outs and the go-ahead run at third. And here comes Jorge Cantu. He's 1 for 2 today. Strategy rolls a 3. Marlins holding off, and the pitch. 2-5, column 2, row 5. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 12. 15, just a tad too high. 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a ground ball to Zimmerman. And that will retire the side. So one run, 2 hits, no errors. And 1 left on after 5. We're tied at 4. We go to the top of the 6th. Lasting Millage, Austin Kearns, and Willie Mo Penna due up for the Nationals. And with that, the Marlins have gone to their bullpen to start this inning off. So Butte Bendihop is done. So we have a right coming up. They're going to bring in Logan Kensing. That is his card. So Logan will come into the game with a 5.74 ERA. He's got 4 2/3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 strikeout, and 3 walks. Taking a look at the stats for Butte, he went 5 innings, allowed 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 home run, an ERA of a 7.50. All right, he's got the face-off against Millage, Kearns, and Penna. Millage, who is 0 for 2, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-4, column 4, row 4, possible error on a throw. And that's going to be a 3-5, column 3, row 5, double star 5. It's a fly ball to William, whose error range is a 0. That is a 2, no error there. He'll make the catch and put 1 away. Austin Kearns, who's 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3, strikeout plus on a 1 to 24. That is a 20. Struck him out. So 2 away, and that's going to bring up Penna. Penna, who is 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. It's a wild pitch. It's a foul ball. They're going to re-roll. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That is a blank. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's going to be a single to Ross. And with that, Penna is on with a base hit. 2 outs, runner on first, and here comes Johnny Estrada, who is 0 for 2. Strategy roll is an 11. The pitch. 5-5. Column 5, row 5. That is a strikeout plus. On a 1-18, barely beats it on the 20. 3-1, column 3, row 1. It's a line drive to Jacobs. And that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Nationals. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Cody Ross, Mike Roberto, and Logan Kinsing due up for the Marlins. Sean Hill can face 1 more batter before he's considered tired. They are going to let him in. They're going to let him pitch the 6th. Says he's got a little bit more gas left in the tank. We'll see. Cody Ross, 1 for 2 today with a double, a strikeout, and a run. And here is the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. That's going to be a range play. 5-5, column 5, row 5. It is a single to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's range is on a 1-3. That is a 4. He can't get it. And with that, Cody Ross is on with a base hit. So Guzman is 4 for 9 on range checks. He's about 44% now because of that. On that failed check there. Mike Roberto, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Sean Hill, they're all going to let him do 1 more batter. Strategy rolls a 15. Infield at double play depth. And here's the pitch. The go-ahead run on first. And that's going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be a walk on a 1-7. That is a 1. And that is going to be a walk. And with that, Sean Hill is done. So Sean Hill, done. So let's see, we have a right coming up. We're going to bring in Garrett Mock. Garrett Mock will come in. That is his card. So Mock, no ERA. He's got 5 innings pitched, allowed 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Sean Hill. He went 5 innings, allowed 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and ERA of a 3.60. So Logan Kinsing not taking the hit. And they're going to bring in Alfredo Asmangia to pinch hit. Yeah, Asmangia will come in with the 2.63. Strategy rolls a 4. 8 runners on first and second. And the pitch. 5-6, column 5. Row 6, that is a walk. On a 1-7, the 8 is too high. 1-2, column 1, row 2, double star 1. It's a ground ball to Johnson. And that will move Ross over to third. And that is going to be a double play. That's a double play, and we go to the top of the order. Hanley Ramirez, who is 0 for 2 today with a walk and a strikeout. Strategy roll is a 3, and here is the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. Column 2, row 1 is a strikeout on a 1-11. The 16 is too high. Click the wrong box there. 6-6, column 6, row 6. It's a ground ball to Zimmerman. He'll make the catch and retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Marlins. After 6, we're tied at 4. We go to the top of the 7th. It's going to be Garrett Mock, Felipe Lopez, and Christian Guzman due up for the Nationals. So Florida going back to the bullpen, and they're going to bring in Justin Miller. Miller will come in. That is his card. Miller comes in with a 6.0 ERA. He's got no wins, 1 loss. He's pitched 3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Logan Kinsling, he went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and ERA of a 4.73. Garrett Mock not taking the hit. Willie Harris will come in to pinch hit. Harris batting a .333, and here is the pitch to start off the 7th. 6-4, column 6. Row 4, that is a blank. 6-6, column 6, row 6. And that is a fly ball out there to left field, 1 away, and we go to the top of the order. Felipe Lopez, who is 2 for 3 with a double, who's 2 for 3, a double, a triple, and 2 runs scored. He's a single and a home run away from the cycle. And that's going to be a 4-6, column 4, row 6. That is a strikeout on a 1-13. That is a 13. Struck him out. And that's going to put 2 away, and Christian Guzman is up, who is 0 for 3 with 2 RBIs, and here is the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. That is a walk on a 1-4. The 20 is too high. 2-6, column 2, row 6. It's a line drive back to Miller. And that will retire the side as we sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom, and it's a very quick, easy inning to score, 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's going to be Dan Uglia, Jeremy Hermania, and Josh Willingham due up for the Marlins. New pitcher on the mound for the Nats. And that is going to be right, left, right. I want to say they're going to bring in Brian Sanchez. All right, Sanchez comes into the game with a 2.43. He's pitched 2 1, 3 2/3 of an inning, allowed 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Garrett Mock, He went 1 inning, no ERA. Let's take a look at the box score after 6.5 innings have been played here at Dolphin Stadium. Nationals came out strong. They scored a run in the second, 2 in the third, a run in the fifth, 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors. The Marlins came back, scored 2 runs in the third, a run in the fourth, tied the game up in the fifth. It's 4 runs on 8 hits, and 2 errors committed. It is Dan, Jeremy, and Josh due up for the Marlins, and here is the pitch to Dan, who is 2 for 3 with a run scored. And that's going to be 2-4, column 2, row 4. Strikeout on a 1-17. That is a 10. Struck him out. Jeremy is up. He's 1 for 2 today with a double, a walk, a strikeout, and a run. 3-5, column 3, row 5. That's going to be good for a base hit. And Jeremy is on with a base hit. Strategy roll is a 6 as Josh Willingham will come up. He's 1 for 1 today with a triple, a run, and 3 RBIs. And here is the pitch. 3-5, column 3, row 5. That's going to be good for a base hit yet again. Hermania will go to second. Stop sign goes up. And with that, Mike Jacobs, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout, will come up. Strategy rolls a 5, infield still at double play, and here is the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That is a strikeout at a 1-15. The 16 is too high. 4-3, column 4, row 3. It's a fly ball to double star 1. It's a fly ball to Millage, and that will be out number 2. 2 away, and the roll is a 6. Had to be a 1. Jorge Cantu is up. He's 1 for 3 today, and here is the pitch. Strategy roll is a 12. Infield normal depth. Remember, 2 outs, we add a +1. 6-3, column 6, row 3. Home run on a 1-14. That is a 3, and that ball is out of here. As he hits it dead center, Millage will go back. He's running out of room, and it's in the stands. 3-run home run for Jorge Cantu, and the Marlins take a 3-run lead. It's 7-4, as the Marlins will flip the scoreboard in their favor. And with that, Cody Ross, Brian Sanchez is now tired. They are going to let him finish the inning. He just needs 1 more out. Cody Ross, who is 2 for 3 today with a double, a strikeout, and a run. And here is the pitch. 1-6, column 1, row 6. That is a strikeout on a 1-16. That is a 16. Struck him out. So 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors, and none left on for the Marlins. After 7, it's Marlins 7, Nationals 4. We go to the top of the 8th. Ryan Zimmerman, Nick Johnson, and Lasting Millage due up for the Nats. And with that, Justin Miller is done, as the Marlins do have a new pitcher on the mound. And they are going to bring in They're going to bring in Joe Nelson. Nelson will come in for the hold. That is his card. Nelson, no ERA. He's got 1 win, 1 save. He's got pitched 4 2/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And with that, let's take a look at the stats here for Justin Miller. Miller, who went 1 inning, allowed 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 4.50. Top of the 8th, it's going to be Ryan Zimmerman, Nick Johnson, and Lasting Millage due up for the Nats. Ryan Zimmerman, who's 1 for 3, and here is the Marlins going to make a few changes to their lineup. Willingham out at left field. Yep. So left field will now be played by Cody. At center field, they're going to bring a Carmen. At third base, Dallas will come in. Jorge Cantu is done. At first base, Jason Woods will come in. So that is the changes that the Marlins have made. And yes, we're going to change Cody and Carmen. And then we're going to change Dallas and Jason. So that is the change that they've made. They've also done a few double switch. They did the old double switch as well, too. So Ryan Zimmerman, who is 1 for 3, and here is the pitch. And that is 2-2, column 2, row 2. That is a double star. So anytime you roll a double star, you're going to take 1d6 roll. In the physical game, you roll 1d6 against the double star line, and that's going to be a G5. So in the computer game here, we'll randomize it. And that's going to be 1 away. Nick Johnson, who is 1 for 3 today with a home run, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-3, column 4, row 3. That is a walk. On a 1 to 24, that is a 12. That's going to be good for a walk. As they walk Johnson, Lasting Millage is up. Strategy rolls are turned off. And the reason they're turned off is we take the and how they are turned off is this. We take the difference in the score. In this case, the difference is 3. We take that 3, add it to the inning. We're in the 8th inning. If the number that you get is higher than 10, strategy is turned off. Lasting Millage, who is 0 for 3, and here is the pitch. They're going to let Millage take the hit. He's 1 for 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be a walk plus. On a 1 to 19, that is a 3, and that's going to be good for a walk. So he walked the first 2 batters with 1 out. He walked Johnson, walked Millage. Kearns is up, and here is the pitch. 1-4, column 1, row 4. That is a range play at the ballpark. We're going to go to Dolphin Stadium. 4-5, column 4, row 5. And that is a home run. That is a 9. That is a 6. That is a home run. We have a tie game. And the Nationals came back to tie the game up. It's tied up at 7. It's a 3-run home run by Austin Kearns. And with that, the bullpen for the Marlins is warming up. They're going to come out and pull Nelson immediately from giving up that 3-run home run. And with that, they are going to bring in Matt Lindstrom. Yep, Matt will come in. That is his card. Lindstrom will come into the game with a 5.14 ERA. He's got 2 saves, 7 innings pitched, allowed 10 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Taking a look at the stats for Joe, he went 1/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 hit, 1 home run, an ERA of a 5.40. And here is the pitch to Penna, who is 1 for 3. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That is a walk on a 1-9. That is a 7, and that's going to be good for a walk. Johnny Estrada, who is 0 for 3. They're not going to let him take the hit. So they're going to bring in Anderson Hernandez to pinch hit here. Here is the pitch to Hernandez, who's batting a 500. And that's going to be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. That is a blank. 4-2, column 4, row 2. Power hit to Maben on a 17. That's going to be good for a double. That's a 1-hop ball off the wall. Penna will go to third. He's waved around to come home. His base run rating is a 2. The die roll is a 2. If it's equal to less than, he'll score. He's waved around. And the Nats now have an 8-7 lead here in the top of the 8th. It's a 1-run lead. And with that, they're going to bring in Rob Kowaki to come in the pitch. So he's been in 5 games, had 5 at-bats, no average just yet. Lindstrom can face 2 more batters. Strategy rolls a 13. And here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That is a blank. 2-3, column 2, row 3. It's a pop-up to Wood. He'll make the catch and put 2 away. We go to the top of the order, Felipe Lopez, who is 2 for 4 today, with a double, a triple, a strikeout, and 2 runs. And here is the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. Home run chance on a 1-6. The 10 is too high. 6-5, column 6, row 5. It's a fly ball back there to Maben. And that will retire the side. And with that, the Nats, 4 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Mike Roberto, Matt Lindstrom, and Hanley Ramirez due up. They also leave 1 stranded on the bags. So for the Nats, who now find themselves in a holding situation here, they are going to go with. They're going to call in Saul. They better call Saul. A Saul Rivera will come in. That is his card. And with that, we do have a new catcher. And that is going to be Luke will come in to catch. The Nationals also going to make a little bit of a change to their defense. Pena out there in left field will come out, and they're going to bring in Ryan. Ryan will come in to be left field. And with that, at first base, they're going to bring in Ronnie Bellard to take over at first. And at center field, nope, they're going to leave everyone as is for center. Lastings is yep, everyone's going to stay as is. And they are going to do a double switch. So they're going to switch and put Luke higher up in the order. So we go to the bottom of the eighth. It's going to be Mike Roberto, Matt Lindstrom, and Hanley Ramirez. Saul Rivera will come into the game. He's got no wins and 4 losses. He's pitched 4 1/3 of an inning, allowed 10 hits, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Brian Sanchez. Went 1 inning, allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, and ERA of a 7.66. All right, and here is the pitch to Mike. Mike, who is 1 for 2 today with a walk and an RBI, 3-3. Column 3, row 3. Walk plus on a 1-17. That is a 16, and that's going to be good for a walk. So with that, Lindstrom not taking the hit here. They're going to bring in Wes Helms. Infield now at double play depth. They're not going to send him for a steal. That is a 0. That is a no. 5-2, column 5, row 2. That's going to be a wild pitch. On a 12, it's a passed ball. It's a foul ball. We're just going to re-roll. 1-2, column 1, row 2. That is a strikeout on a 1-17. That is an 11. Struck him out. So 1 away. Strategy roll is an 8. Marlins holding off. Infield still at double play depth. As we go to the top of the order, Hanley Ramirez, who is 0 for 3 today. However, he does have a walk and a run scored. They are going to let him take the hit. Actually, they're not. Do I have another? We do. So they're going to bring in Robert Andino will come in to pinch hit. And here is the pitch. He's batting 100 though. Strategy roll is a 20. They are going to try for a pickoff attempt. On a 1-6, it's a bulk. Anytime a 20 comes off, it is a pickoff attempt. It's a 16. Nothing happens. 4-2, column 4, row 2, and that's going to be a walk plus on a 1-17. That is an 11. That's going to be a walk. So, runners in first and second. Strategy roll is a 5 as Dan will come up. He's 2 for 4 today with a strikeout and a run. 2-2, column 2, row 2. That's another walk, and that's going to load the bases. Strategy roll on a 1 to 16, that is a 2. And the bases are loaded, and here comes Jeremy Hermania. They're going to go out there and talk to Saul real quick on the mound. All right, they call him back, and here is the pitch. 13 on the strategy die, nothing to do there. 5-2. Column 5, row 2. It's a wild pitch. On a 1 to 6, that's going to score in a run. And we're tied up at 8. Marlins came back to tie it up. Can they take the lead? Here's the pitch. 6-2, column 6, row 2, double star 3. It's a fly ball to Millage. It is an out. However, it's a 2. He scores. And the Marlins once again flip the scoreboard into their favor. It's now 9-8, Florida. Dan will have the +1 for his base run rating. Cody Ross, who is 2 for 4 with a double, 2 strikeouts, and a run. And here is the pitch. By the way, strategy roll is a 4. They're leaving Saul in to try to get the final out. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That is a wild pitch. On a 6. And they move Dan over to third. Bullpen warming up for the Nationals. 1-1, and that's going to be good for a single to Bellard. As the Marlins now go make it a 2-run game, it's 10-8 Florida. Saul coming out with that, they are going to pull him here in the bottom of the 8th, and they're going to go with Charlie Manning. Actually, let's see, Charlie, that is his card. How about Ray? They're going to bring in Ray King. King will come into the game with a 25.71 ERA. He's only pitched 2/3 of an inning, allowed 2 hits, no strikeouts, and no walks. Take a look at the stats here for Saul. Saul went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 2 wild pitches, an ERA of a 12.60. And here's the pitch to Dallas. 6-1, column 6, row 1. Possible error on a ground ball. Dallas 2-4, column 2, row 4. That is a double to left field. On an error rating of a 0, the 14 is too high. And with that, Ross will go to third. Dallas is at second. It's Jason Wood. Strategy roll is in 6, and here is the pitch to Wood. 3-5, column 3, row 5. That is a blank. And that's going to be a 6-4, column 4, row 6, 4-6, and that's going to be a pop-up to Bellard. And that is going to be the save situation. They're going to bring in Kevin Gregg. Gregg will come in for the save for the Marlins. So that is this card. And with that, for shortstop, Robert Adino will come in to cover over on short. So 3 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. After 8, it's Marlins 10, Nationals 8. We go to the top of the 9th. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Kevin Gregg is on the mound for the Marlins. He's got 4 saves. He's pitched 6 innings and had 5 hits, 10 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here from Matt Lindstrom, he went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, an ERA of a 5.84. Let's take a look at the box score after 8 have been played here in Miami. The Nationals scored a run in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, a run in the 5th, came back 4 runs in the 8th inning. It's 8 runs on 8 hits and no errors. The Marlins, 2 runs in the 3rd, a run in the 4th, a run in the 5th, and then a pair of 3s in the 7th and in the 8th. To take the lead, it is 8 runs on 13 hits and 2 errors. Combined hits for both teams going into the 9th inning is 22 hits. 21 hits. 21 hits. Here's the pitch. 2-2 at the ballpark. Guzman, who is 0 for 4 with 2 RBIs. They are going to let him take the hit. 5-1. Column 5, row 1. It's a double start 5. It's a fly ball to Maben. He'll make the catch, put 1 away. Ryan Zimmerman up. Zimmerman, who is 1 for 4. Here's the pitch. 6-1. Column 6, row 1. On a strikeout on a 1-14. That is a 1. Struck him out. Luke not taking, they are going to let him take the hit. Here we go. Can they get on base? They're down to the last out. 5-6, column 5, row 6. It's a foul ball. We're going to re-roll. And that's going to be a 1-4, column 1, row 4, range play at the ballpark. 2-6, column 2, row 6. It is a ground ball to Andino. He'll make the catch. His range is on a 1-3. That is a 3. He'll make the catch, and that's the ball game. As the Florida Marlins defeat the Washington Nationals, final score 10-8. No runs, no hits, no errors. Final line score coming right up. So the Marlins defeat the Nationals 10-8 in a very close competition. Both teams throughout this game were flipping the scoreboard back and forth. Matt Lindstrom comes out on top, gets the win. Saul will pick up his 5th loss. Kevin Gregg picks up his 5th save. Austin Kearns and Nick Johnson both now have 3 home runs on the replay, and Jorge Cantu hits his 4th. So let's take a look at the stats here for Matt Lindstrom. He'll pick up the win. He went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, and 1 walk, an ERA of a 5.84. Saul Rivera picks up his 5th straight loss. He's went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 2 wild pitches, an ERA of a 12.60. Ray King, the last pitcher up for the Nationals, he went 1/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit, an ERA of an 18. Kevin Gregg picks up his 5th save of the replay. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 strikeout, an ERA of 0. So that's going to do it for us as the Washington Nationals drop to 4-14, and the Florida Marlins will improve to 10-7. That's going to do it for us here at Dolphin Stadium. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up, and watch out for F1 cars as you leave through the stadium. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos go up in the 2008 replay, and also be on the lookout for when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies and Field of Dreams. Remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when those go up and go live. And until then, I'm Scooney007. We'll see you for another exciting episode for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.